In this series, we look at few Microsoft Excel tips and tricks that can be incorporated in your daily work to increase productivity. In this video, we'll be looking at few math functions that Excel supports and that can be really handy when you're working on numbers in your workbook. So for today's video, I've set up a simple example where a person is tracking their expenditures or monthly spending for the month, and they want to see how much they're spending on different categories. So I have four simple categories here for our today's demo, and then we look at few simple functions, math functions that Excel supports, like sum and average. So I have groceries, travel, restaurant, gas as your monthly and then monthly spending corresponding to each category. So say you have everything set up and you want to do a sum of how much you're spending every month. So now you don't have to do this manually each time. You don't have to pull up a calculator to do that. Rather, use a sum function in Excel. So as with any function in Excel, we'll go back to our formula bar and type in equal to operator and type in sum. Now on top of sum, there are a lot of options, a lot of flavors available in Excel, but we'll just be looking at a simple sum function today. So as you see, it adds any number of values that are provided to that function. Now I'll give you just a hard-coded example for starters. So sum of 1 and 10, for example, should give you 11. So with sum, you can type in values, or also you have the option to select the values from the identifiers that Excel provides. So we talked about that in our previous videos, where each row has an ID. That is, for example, 100 here has an ID B2. So B2, and then 200 B3, and so on. So that the format of that ID is column number followed by row number. So in this case, we want to calculate the total of all these four values. So with Excel, you don't need to type the IDs manually, but you can select these columns and drag in one go. And if you notice, Excel automatically pulls the IDs for them and calculates the sum. So once you have all the values or rows selected, hit enter, and then it gives out a sum of 500. So let's see if the sum was correct. So yep, that exactly matches what your calculator gives you. So similarly, you can calculate average spending here, same as before, equal to operator, and then average is your function name, and we'll go ahead and select these four rows and hit enter. So you're spending 125 any currency on an average for each of these categories. So you can use this really on any number of rows and columns, and it really quickly displays the values. When you're in Excel, also just a quick tip, if you want to select few rows and get the value of sum and average without typing the formula, this Excel actually for numbers gives you those values calculated. So if you notice on the bottom right corner of Excel workbook, it gives you the average value of the selected rows, the count, and sum. So these are defaults that are always available for any number. Depending on the type of the data, it gives you, for example, if you select text, it just gives you count. and with numbers it gives you the average, count, and sum. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel.